Thank you.
Wow, another great college basketball game. You know, hats off to North Texas and Coach Jones. Got a tremendous program and a great team, but extremely happy for these young men. They won't quit. They're resilient. They went down by 13, and we talked about it during the timeout, guys. We've been here before. Just relax, play basketball. Thought we were getting caught up in things we didn't need to get caught up in, and we settled down and started to play basketball. We pounded the ball back inside to George and the big fella Teeng, and they did the rest. And how fitting that Khalil makes that three right there at the end. This your senior. Again, just really happy for these guys that they're going to have the opportunity to continue to play.
Questions for the players?
Chad Bishop from the Bowling Green Daily News. Teeng, you told Coach last night, I got you tomorrow night. How did you know you were going to perform this well tonight?
It was mental. It was last game I performed pretty well. So I went to sleep. I talked to my sister. It was like, just go there and have fun. You know. So I just went there and have fun.
Akol Claiborne, College Heights Herald. George, can you just talk about the run this has been for you guys and just what the emotions you felt whenever you saw the confetti shootout like that?
This season is unbelievable. You know, the coaching change and all those freshmen coming in, coming out here and playing so hard for Coach Harper. Everyone stepping up for us. We had everyone was down on us. You know, before we got out here, they were just saying that we weren't old enough, weren't mature enough. We couldn't guard some people that we obviously guarded here. And it speaks for itself, you know. And as far as my emotions when confetti popped out, I couldn't even tell you right now. It was just tremendous. I'm so happy.
This is for George. Obviously, you guys are in a bit of a sticky week. I think it's 55-42, and I think it's the fourth foul when you go on 7 in a row. Can you just talk about what that change and maybe him leading the game did to you, and how maybe impacted your play? If it had any Franklin number 32 for that pickup, this fourth foul goes out, you reel off 7 in a row and really seem to get some momentum back. Can you talk about that stretch for yourself there?
It didn't really matter who it was, you know. I just knew when I got the ball, I was putting it in the hole. I didn't care who was guarding me. Nobody was stopping me, you know. That's the kind of mindset you got to go in with, and that's what I went in with and got it done.
George, at what point, whether it be this season or when you got to Hot Springs, at what point did you believe that what's happening right now was a reality?
Before I came to Western Kentucky, me and Derek Gordon had conversations a lot. And our main goal was to get to the tournament. That was our main goal. Get here and get to the tournament. As soon as we got our new head coach and got to working and seeing how better we started getting over the past couple weeks, I knew it. I just knew we were gonna get here and show what we had. That's what we did.
George, you're named most outstanding player of the tournament. Just talk about what that means to you, and just talk about how you were able to perform so well throughout 4 games.
I really can't tell you. I just wanted to score and get rebounds for my team. Whatever my team needed me to do at that time, I did it. I tried to do perform what they wanted me to do for them. As far as getting rebounds, making buckets, blocks, I think I showcased everything I was capable of, and it just worked out good for me.
Phil Skaggs in the record on screen. George, the fact you guys had so many freshmen and some other younger guys too, I mean, does it surprise yourselves? Teeng, you can comment on this too. The way you play, pulling out, winning 4 gut check kind of games here. How do y'all do that being so young, or do you?
I think how I said yesterday, halfway through the season, we weren't freshmen anymore. We're not freshmen. We're all grown men out here. We know what we're supposed to do. We've all been playing basketball for so long. You just do what you've been taught your whole life. And you just play basketball, have fun with it.
Kurt Ward, Associated Press, if you both could just talk about what Coach Harper has meant and what kind of change he's brought to you guys.
Coach Harper's a great man. He's living out his dream right now. It's unbelievable. If you know anything about Coach Harper, hold on, actually, hold on. Few. He won a few championships. If he's bringing that here to Western, there's nothing you can do. I mean, you got to play for him. Whatever he tells you to do, you just go out there and do it. He's a great man.
You got anything?
He's a great man. That's my man. I believe in him.
I believe in you too.
George or Teeng, either of you can answer this, but now going into the NCAA tournament, a lot of people are going to be counting you out, much like they have this whole season. What's the mentality, and do you guys prefer that underdog mentality?
You got to check these last 4 games. Everybody counted us out. We do what we have to do. We don't care who they put in front of us. We're going to play hard defense and rebound. That's our motto, and that's what we're going to stick to.
Teeng, I guess you had one of the tougher matchups tonight going up against Tony Mitchell for a lot of the game. Talk about how you were able to really kind of outplay maybe one of the best players in the Sun Belt.
Yeah, he's a great player. Coach Tourney, you got to move your feet. Just don't try and drive you all the time. So I would just focus, move my feet, not to drive at your basket. So that was my main goal.
I think you guys helped without a field goal over the last 4 or 6, and sometimes in this game, and when you're trying to do something like you all did, defensive stops can matter more than anything else. Can you just talk about what the plan was defensively down the stretch there, or what the mentality was down the stretch to hold them before it, I guess, as they were making a push that they were getting to look down the stretch too.
What I kept on saying was, let's stop it, let's get a stop, get a bucket, get back on D, get another stop. And that's what we wanted to do. That's what we performed.
Kind of the same.
Teeng, we haven't really gotten your reaction. Thank you. Gotten your reaction is the fact that you're going to the NCAA tournament. Can you describe in words the emotions you felt when the Final Four blew, and just what's going through your mind right now?
I'm so happy I can describe what I'm feeling right now. When you get back to work and see who got the next game to play.
Any other questions for the players? Gentlemen, congratulations to you. Thanks for coming in. Questions for Ray, please.
Coach, if you could, just an overview of what the last few months have been like and what the last few days have been like.
Need a day off. I'm just happy for these young men. We put in a lot of hard work. There were days where, and I told them, I know you think I'm crazy because of how hard we're working, but we're preparing for an opportunity that's going to present itself here in a couple of months. And give them credit; they bought into what we were telling them. And I knew when we left Bowling Green, Kentucky, and I've said this to you guys that have been there with me every day, that I knew we had a chance. And in this profession, this business, that's all you ask. Give me an opportunity and we'll see what happens. We prepared unbelievably well before we left Bowling Green. We had 2 of the best practices I've seen these guys ever have. And that's a good feeling as a coach because you know they're focused. Their mindset was where it needed to be. And there were times in this tournament where they had the opportunity to quit or this is too hard. Little Rock the other night, we go down 13 or whatever. Today we go down 13. And I told them when we took the timeout, we had back-to-back timeouts, that, guys, we've been here before. This is nothing new. The good thing is we still have 12 minutes left in this game. Not going to get it back all at once. We get back over here the next media timeout. Let's chip away. Let's get this thing down to about 6 or 7, see what happens. We had it down to 3. And I said, guys, you're making too much progress. You're catching up too quick. And they all laughed and thought I was crazy. But I just wanted them to settle down, relax, and play the game. And once we did that, I thought we played pretty well.
Coach, I think you were asked this a couple of days ago, but given, earlier in the year when the team, was near rock bottom, to come from that in the same season and be able to be on the top of the mountain, so to speak, can you explain how all this happened?
Those kids believed. Again, we had different guys step up each and every night. Like Teeng, for example, he didn't play much last night, didn't play particularly well. It was just a bad matchup game for him. But he comes back and he has 23 and 5. You know, Khalil down the last 6 games, 8 games, whatever it's been, has been terrific. Just what a senior's supposed to be. He's been a leader. He's been one of my hardest workers each and every day. And I'm happy for him that he's going to have an opportunity to play in an NCAA tournament. Because when I look around that locker room, those freshmen are going to play in multiple NCAA tournaments. I believe that. And this is just the beginning. But happy that Khalil will have that opportunity here in another week or so.
Coach, can you just describe your emotions when the buzzer finally rang and the confetti started to come down and you knew that you guys were going to the NCAA tournament?
I was just trying to find my wife. All that confetti in my face, I was like, what is this? But it was exciting. Again, just overwhelmed and extremely happy.
Obviously, I know there's still plenty of business to take care of this season, but you talk about all these guys are freshmen. You're only losing one senior after this year. Maybe if you could just think about what's the potential of what lies ahead for George and Derek and some of these other guys here in the next few years.
I think we've shown this week what the potential is. They understand. I think they really started to understand that winning is hard. If it was easy, everyone would do it. It's not easy. It comes with a price, and it comes with sacrifices. Benny Zolo, for example, I thought he played well tonight, but he only played 6 minutes. I couldn't play him because Teeng and George were so good. It wasn't that Benny didn't play well. And that's where the guys have accepted roles. And last night, Benny played 25 minutes. And that's what good basketball teams do. And they understand that, some nights it may not be me playing 25 minutes. And you have to be willing to make those sacrifices.
Other questions?
Coach, like I asked the players, a lot of people are going to be counting you guys out going in as probably one of the lower-rated teams in the tournament. Just talk about the underdog mentality that you guys have and how that's boded well for you guys so far.
We don't even really look at it that way. I mean, we came in here and I said we're the 7th seed, and the 7th seed won this thing last year, so I like the lucky number 7. So we're not worried about where we're seated. We're just happy to be playing. And I'll tell you this: wherever we're seated, those higher seeded teams, they could get a lot better draw than playing us right now. We've won 6 in a row, and we're not going to back down from anyone. We'll respect whomever we play, but we're not going to fear anyone.
Any other questions? Coach, congratulations. Best of luck.
Thank you.